when we were on the Carry Beast. So hopefully we'll get the same good audio today. So this is the plan. It might be a little bit longer of a video. It might be 30, it might be 40 minutes. But we're going to start right here at Marina Village, show you the shops, eateries. Then we're going to jump over on the other side of A1A to the beach. And we're going to walk along the beach for probably about 10 minutes or so, show you the beach park. Then we're going to jump back on this side of A1A and show you the bars and restaurants and probably end up at around the Elbo Room. So anyway, so let's get started because it's going to be a little bit of video. And as I've been saying, you know, these live videos, the quality is not going to be like our edited videos just because I'm dependent on the Wi-Fi and I'm dependent on YouTube limitations for live videos. They only limit the live video resolution to like about 720 or 1080. So anyways, good to see a couple of you are on, and let's show you. Let me turn this around. You all saw Bailey there. So this, where I'm at, this is brand new. Well, about a year and a half ago when the West Coast of Florida was dealing with Hurricanes Helene and Milton, this place opened up in Fort Lauderdale. This is the Bahia, and I believe it's pronounced Bahia Mar. You know, we did Nassau, and they have Baja, and down in the Keys you got Bahia Honda State Park, which is spelt the same way as this, but here I think they pronounce this Bahia. So Bahia Mar Marina. This is a village, and you got all these little eateries. This is what I'm eating right now, this milkshake here. They have fancy desserts. Now there's another place down here that has cheaper milkshakes. This costs about $12, but it was worth it because there was no line there. And oh, you did? Oh, hey. Yeah, so this couple is from Brooklyn, right? Yeah, what do you think about Florida compared to Brooklyn?
We love it in the winter, that's for sure.
Yeah. Brooklyn's nice in the summer, but not so much in the winter.
We love the videos, man. Do a great job.
Yeah, so what do you think of Fort Lauderdale?
Fort Lauderdale's great town.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a New Yorkish feel to it, you know, but yeah.
Down here in New York and New Jersey.
Oh, okay, yeah, Cape Town, yeah. Yeah, I need to do the Jersey Shore one of these times, yeah.
There's a lot of great spots over there.
Yeah. Well, good seeing you.
Good work, man.
Yeah, we got a ways to go. All right. Don't want to talk to them for too long because we're going to take you through several places. Now, the other place where you can get a milkshake here is Burgers and Shakes. Their milkshakes are about $6, so it's cheaper, but I mean, I was like standing there. I was first in line. I was standing there for a good 5 minutes or more, and, you know, nobody really paid attention to me, so I went down. I didn't want to wait all day. You also you get lobster rolls here. Mason's famous lobster rolls. Where is Mason's famous lobster? There was a video we did. Was it Newport, Rhode Island? Somewhere where they're known to have Mason's famous lobster rolls. So I would say there's a good 7 or 8 eateries. You got seating here, nice brick paving. Good when you bring your dogs, if it's a real hot day, you know, this paving keeps it cool on their paws. So that's it. That's just what I wanted to show you as far as the village here. And then we're going to hop across the street. This is A1A right here. And you can hop off. Oh, the light just turned green now. Let me see if I can get over now. I'll have to jaywalk because I don't want to wait. I'm going to run. It might get a little bit shaking because I'm running down the street. I'm running down A1A. So this is the parking lot here, and this is pretty much where you got to park. It's a large parking lot, but you know, on busier days it can get filled up. I got here about 11. There was plenty of spots, and I got a spot facing the beach, about 3 spots inland from that way, which is the Fort Lauderdale other shops and things. Now it's $4 an hour. Normally, I don't like $4 an hour. Normally, I think that's kind of high, but here it's kind of worth it, you know, because it's a good spot. You're close to everything. So $4.50 an hour for Indian Rocks Beach is a little bit high, but $4 an hour here is pretty good. So we're just gonna walk a little bit here, I'll take you through the park area. Then we'll walk down to the beach and walk along the beach. And then we'll end up back by all the bars and taverns and end up around the Elbo Room. The Elbo Room is the famous bar where The Boys was filmed, the Spring Break movie. Now, Fort Lauderdale, years ago, I think even in the late 80s, 90s, they made a determination they didn't want to be known as a spring break destination anymore. They've seen what's happened to South Beach, and Fort Lauderdale wanted to go a different direction. And now Miami wants to try to do the same thing, but good luck with that, because they're still, even though they've been trying to discourage spring breakers, you know, they're going to get their share of wildness during spring break. But Fort Lauderdale is a little bit more chill. And it's not to say that you don't get spring breakers here. You do, but they keep it pretty tame. And a lot of it is thanks to the Fort Lauderdale police. They do a great job of really keeping things. And Miami got great law enforcement too. In fact, crime in Miami has gone down. But it's just Miami's got a bigger challenge. Oh, there's some comments. Hey, just as I'm watching your 10 best beaches, yeah. Well, this would certainly be a 10 best beach of the East Coast. In fact, I think I did a East Coast video early January, and I think actually I put Lauderdale by the sea. I didn't actually put Fort Lauderdale Beach. I put Lauderdale, and which we might do another video of this evening, because that's where I'm headed after this. So it's a little ways to the water. Oh, yeah, so let me show you the park first. And then we'll get out to the water. Yeah, you love Florida beaches. Yeah, you know, the thing about Fort Lauderdale, the palm trees, they've got to have the most gorgeous palm trees here in Florida. I mean, they all have like a curved shape to them. The tops are nice and fluffy, and they just have I think Fort Lauderdale has the best palm trees. And you'll see it in the video when we travel down A1A and do shots from the car, and you see all the beach shots. Now, some of the shots we do might look a little bit like 2021 video, because I'm doing some of the same stuff, but I'm also doing different stuff too. The only thing I may use from 2021 is the sunrise, just because I'm staying a little bit inland, and you know, it's a ways to get here for the sunrise, and we haven't had a sunrise. We should have one tomorrow morning, but I don't think I'm going to do that. And the one that I filmed in 2021, it's hard to beat. It was an awesome shot. In fact, it's done right here over these palm trees, coming up over the palm trees with the sun rising. It was just beautiful. I see that talk about you decided to go to Fort Lauderdale Beach. So there's Muscle Beach here and these basketball courts. We're gonna walk over there. Me and Bailey did a I did a workout. Bailey just stayed in the backpack and provided some extra weight for me while I'm doing dips and pull-ups and things like that. So you'll see that on the video. So there you see it, basketball courts over beyond there. These lounge umbrellas, I believe it's $40 for an umbrella and 2 loungers. Nobody's in tanks, and I'm sorry I didn't see all that comment. Saw something about nobody's in tank tops in Orlando. All right, sun's coming out now, so that's great, perfect timing. I'm not going to talk a whole lot while we're on the beach, just let you hear the sounds of the waves. Oh, okay. Try Switzerland with currently 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, that ain't too bad for Switzerland, right? It is Bahia, hon. Oh, is it Bahia? Yeah, so that's the way I would think it is. But on the water taxi, I think the girl was pronouncing it Bahia. Yeah, either way, I'll make sure I'll get it right for the edited video. So there was some surfers earlier that I caught with the drone. I've already done all my drone shots. I did a lot of good drone shots. The watercolor was has been great today. And then there was some of these, they looked like canoes, but they were really long. They were narrow, so I don't know if it was some 50s in the Midwest, but we had a very rough January, early February. This looks amazing. Yeah. Well, we also in Florida had a very rough late January. Had the coldest January in 2 decades. But anyways, as I was saying, they had these people with looked like long canoes, and they were going at a pretty good clip. They would go out to sea, not too far, maybe 50 yards, and then they'd come back. So I didn't know if it was a public thing they were offering you could ride. I guess not, because I don't see them out now. So it must have been maybe some college team that was training. Florida dreaming on such a winter's day. Yeah, Robert, yep. Yeah, that's why, you know, that song, California Dreaming, you know, on a winter's day, I don't really dream of California. Now, on a summer's hot day in Florida, I do dream of California. That's why I want to go to California this summer. Oh, the old clubs. Yeah, I'm going to show you some of the old clubs here. So let's go back and cross the street. Well, there's nothing really there, so let's keep walking on the beach and cross over A1A a little bit further down. Well, I want to show you a new park. I think it's Oceanside Park. One of you was telling me about a new Oceanside Park, and oh, I see it now. And I went over there and filmed while me and Bailey were biking around. And it's nice. It gives you maybe the best view of Fort Lauderdale without a drone. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so was it Real Fish Gentleman? Yeah, I saw that question. When are we going? Was that Mai Kai you're asking about? I don't think I'm going to make it to Mai Kai. I called them yesterday to see if I could just order takeout, but they don't even do takeout, and they only valet. So you have to eat there for dinner. Now they have an outdoor section that's not within the show. Oh yeah, Mai Kai. Yeah, now I see that. Now they have an outdoor section that you can eat at. That's I guess a nice little courtyard. And then they got the indoor where they have the Polynesian show. So I thought about, maybe was going to take this lady, one of our followers who's here from Montreal. I was thinking about possibly us going over there, but it's just right now time I don't think is going to allow it. But we'll see. I will talk about it on the video and try to see if I can download pictures from it. All right, we'll move over here to this new, I believe it's Oceanside Park. You was there before it was renovated. Oh, yeah. Hey, Johnny. Yeah. I may try to, pop in there tomorrow and just tell them, hey, I'm doing a video. Can I just get a few shots without ordering? There's just so much to do when I get back to the hotel and file footage and stuff that, to take like 90 minutes, I just don't have 90 minutes to sit down and wait for a meal. So I'll have good shots of these bars that we're going to show you now on the edited video. I was bicycling through them. Not very fast, but I like filming them, these outdoor restaurant bicycles, because you move quicker and it's smooth. It's like a natural image stabilization. Oh shoot, looks like we just missed the green light. I was gonna run, but there's a cop. Yeah, so looks like there's room here for another high-rise condo. They found a little spot here. They can add another condo to Fort Lauderdale Beach. Kind of just joking. But, I am one to kind of like the more natural beach stuff. But I do like Fort Lauderdale Beach because it has such a nice... Oh, Bamboo Beach Bar is a fun spot on the beach. Yeah, let me look for that one too. I'm at a red light here, so. But this is what I want to show you across the street. This new. There's no signs, but I'm guessing it's Oceanside Park. Here, I'm gonna try to race across here. So let me see if I can walk. I want to show you the view. It was much quicker to bicycle up here. So they have this playground here with AstroTurf. But looks like possibly a Pilates class. Yeah, so give me about a minute to get up top here. The view is really good. Oh, this is the International Swimming Hall of Fame. One of you was mentioning that. Well, there it is. We showed the other side of it from the Fort Lauderdale water taxi. This reminds me, what's that place in the Smoky Mountains, the highest point in Smoky Mountains? They changed the name to the Indian name now, but the shape of this kind of reminds me of that. So here's your view. So if you're looking to get selfies of Fort Lauderdale Beach, this is the spot, this little here on top of Oceanside. Yeah, Clingman's Dome, that's it. If that's the old name. Is now called Kauai, something like that. Yeah, so right here. And they got these little platforms so that you could stand up under. I met a couple from Costa Rica here that I'll probably put on the video when I biked up here earlier. Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, that's the neat thing about Fort Lauderdale. You get people from all over the world here. Well, I guess you do in Miami Beach too. All right, I wonder if I can cut. Yeah, I'm gonna cut through this park here. All right, hold on, Bailey. Gonna go by some of Fort Lauderdale's finest that help keep Fort Lauderdale as safe as it is. Oh yeah, the best person in the world riding shotgun. Yeah, yep. Yeah, Bailey's so great back there. So we're walking down A1A. You know, I think, didn't this used to be a Bubba Gump shrimp? I don't think it is anymore. Yeah, Bailey is a gym. Yeah, I think this, maybe it still is. I remember it used to be a Bubba Gump shrimp, but they took the signage off, so it must be. There is some type of restaurant on the second level. I see people up there sitting. Oh, here it is. Maybe that's a Sea Breeze. No, Sea Breeze poolside bar. I think that's something else. I guess there's a pool up there. So there's a Sea Breeze poolside bar up there. Now we're coming into a lot of your restaurants, nightclubs. 411 South, I think we ate at on the 2021 video. So look at the beach. Hey, it's not me from Dallas. Good to see you. So this is 411 South Bar and Grill. And then next to it is Tequila Jack's. And there's a pizza, barroom pizza. Or no, maybe Tequila Jack's has barroom pizza. I don't know, maybe it's two restaurants. Tequila Jack's. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, there's, I don't know if that's two restaurants or one restaurant, but. Oh, and you have this market here. Yeah, this is something I wanted to show you. They have this on weekends and on holidays. Today's a Monday, but because it's President's Day, they're out here today. Oh, I didn't see that one question there. Is spring break a big... No, spring break, yeah, I don't know if you heard me earlier. Spring break is not... I mean, there are spring breakers that come here, but it's not wild like Miami Beach. The leaders of Fort Lauderdale, even like 20 years ago, made a decision that they didn't want spring breakers here. They went another direction. And Miami's trying to go that direction now, but like I said, that's a big challenge with Miami is the spring break. They've been trying to discourage it in Miami the last year or 2 years. But yeah, so Fort Lauderdale is more, I was going to say sophisticated, but it's also, it's chilled. You know, it's got a good atmosphere.
You carry a big brick in your
Here's, you get tacos here and all kinds of sweets and cool drinks, artisans. Now I'm looking in the sun, so right now I can't see the comments. You got a place here with a pizza. So these are the places to really eat, especially in the afternoon, because they're going to be cheaper than your restaurants. You got fresh fruits. You got vendors here. Looks like there's a coffee. Oh, they got a coffee in this RV trailer here. That's neat. So, JC Beans Cafe.
Do we have a fob to get in? Do we have a fob?
Yeah, so this market, this is at the corner of A1A and Los Olas Boulevard. There's the Elbo Room there. We'll walk across the street once the light turns green. Now, the Elbo Room is, you know, that probably know. Oh, let me see the comments. Miami took out ads telling cause it's not. Oh, really? Yeah. Now, they took out ads discouraging it, or they took out ads encouraging it. I didn't see the rest. I wish YouTube would keep those comments on longer. So next to the Elbow Room, you got an Italian ice frozen custard. We've got the green. I would walk inside the Elbow Room, but there's loud copyrighted music that I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube over. But this is where the movie, where the boys are, the 80s movie about spring break, where a lot of it was filmed. And they also they only take cash, so that's something. If you're going to the Elbow Room, just remember they only take cash. This is the beach house, Los Olas Beach House, right here. And a lot of these restaurants. Oh, there's a Mancora Ceviche bar down through there. Some of these eateries, you know, you're gonna get loud music, so if you like that, just letting you know, or if you don't like it, just so you know. And the Senior Frogs, this is new, I think. Oh, the hammer went down on spring breakers in 84 and 85. Oh yeah, it was that long ago, yeah, mid 80s. Yeah, so they've been discouraging spring break for quite a while, and Miami just started doing it. Yeah, I guess they feel, yeah, college is going to Miami or go elsewhere. Yeah, you know, a lot of the spring breakers, they don't bring a lot of cash into the city, and a lot of times they you know, destroy things and cause problems. I filmed during spring break here in one of our videos, maybe it was 2023 or 2021, and there were spring breakers here, but they seem pretty tame. You know, so, you know, they can't outlaw spring. You know, they don't know if you're a spring breaker or not. I mean, if you're coming in March. But it's good because you don't get the wild stuff that you do in Miami Beach. This is Cafe Ibiza. They have steak, pasta, seafood, craft cocktails. They're also open for breakfast here. And then you got a surf style souvenir shop, that's like what you see in Clearwater Beach, surf style. Only it's not as big as the one in Clearwater Beach, but it is that's a pretty big store in there. So this is the Salty Sombrero. Is that the name of it? Yeah, the Salty Sombrero. Hello. Yeah, say hi, Bailey.
It's a girl or boy?
Girl, yeah.
Girl, what's her name?
Bailey.
Bailey.
Yeah, she's a famous.
It's my birthday, Bailey.
Oh yeah.
It's my birthday.
Yeah. She's a famous YouTube dog.
Is she?
Yeah. The name of the channel is Tampa Aerial Media.
It's Tampa area.
Yeah. You might see our 2021 video that's got almost 1 million views.
Okay.
So we're doing a new video.
I will look for it.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. So after that, you start getting into a little bit more of the highbrow eateries. I don't know if highbrow is the word. Maybe it's not that highbrow. But you're at some of the bigger resorts here that have their own, like this is Cafe Del Mar. Discouraging, yeah. I was reading some of the previous comments. Yeah, YouTube will replay some of the comments, so allows me to see them if I've missed them the first time. And then you got a little shopping center here. We'll walk through here, and that's probably where I'll end it. because I got to get up to Lauderdale by the sea.
Okay.
So it's kind of a warm day here. It is a warm day. Upper 70s. In fact, I wouldn't mind a little cooler. So if all you up north, you could send maybe like 5-degree cooler weather, that would be great. Send us a few icicles. All right, so we'll walk inside this. This is a Taco Bell cantina. On the upper deck is a Taco Bell cantina. So you're never going to go hungry here. There's plenty of places to eat and plenty of counter-served eateries too, which, as you all know, that's what I like to see. You even got a Subway shop in here.
$18 and
This is called a beach cafe here. You got a Subway on the second level. And this is called Beach Cafe, but this is three stories. Oh, there's a Lulu's up there. And there's a Dick's Lost Resort up there, like what they have in Gatlinburg. And there's Mango Island Fruit Bar here. You get a tropical drink. All right, I'm gonna walk over to the beach. Thank you, sir. Burlock Coast. That's what that story is. So, yeah, I've run across a lot of you followers. It's nice to see. You know, the first time somebody ever recognized me was here in Fort Lauderdale when I did the 2021 video, and it was at the coffee shop in downtown Fort Lauderdale that we're going to feature again. And a cop came up to me and I said, "Oh no, am I in trouble?" And he said, "No, I just want to take a picture of you." And I thought, "Oh, that was pretty neat." You know, and since then I maybe get 4 or 5 people per location I shoot that will, and you know, and always come, and I'm going to mention that on the video, come and say hi, because it always encourages me. Like yesterday on the Fort Lauderdale taxi, I was getting chewed out a little bit, you know, because they don't want you on the stairway, you know, when you're docking and undocking. But they didn't really explain it well, so I didn't know what areas they were talking about. So a guy kind of chewed me out a little bit, and so I was, oh, that's a bummer. Even though I was working for their marketing department, but then I ran into several people who knew me, so that kind of really encouraged me. All right, so now we're walking back, and as you can see, the view, this is why, you know, you wonder, like when I did that East Coast video, I did it from south to north, because when the sun's behind you, the color looks better rather than when you're walking toward the sun. You know, there's more of a glare, and you don't see the color as much.
face. Wasn't expecting it.
Let's see how Bailey's doing back there. So Bailey, what do you think? What do you think of the Atlantic Ocean? Yeah. Bailey says it's not as colorful as it was in the Bahamas. Yeah, that's the thing about the Bahamas. You know, it's like on this last video we posted the best beaches of Tampa Bay. And like Siesta Key is known for the softest, whitest sand, but you know, after being in the Bahamas, to me it's not that impressive. I mean, as far as the sand, there's other things that are much more impressive about Siesta Key, and it is a great place to spend a vacation. And there's advantages too. Overall I like being in the U.S. But yeah, as far as the beauty of the beaches, you just can't beat the Bahamas, and probably a lot of the Caribbean for that matter. Yeah, let me see, I'll show you how clear the water is. It's just really clear. In fact, I should go and get in it. There's a place that we're going to show on the video, 15th Street Fisheries in Fort Lauderdale. There's a taxi water spot there, and they often have tarpons swimming underneath, you know, kind of like what you do at Robbie's in the Florida Keys. And they'll give you stuff to feed them. So I was sticking the camera underwater showing the giant tarpons that they have there. That's the 15th Street Fisheries. That's a great place to go because they got known to have the best seafood, and it's not that expensive. And it's a casual place, so it's not like an upscale restaurant. It overlooks, I believe that's the Stranahan River there. You know, in Fort Lauderdale, you got the Stranahan River that comes into the New River. The New River is what goes downtown, even though the New River is not really a river, it's a tributary system. And then you got the Intracoastal Waterway. So you got kind of three different waterways that intersect at Fort Lauderdale, as well as all kinds of canals. All right, I'll give you one more look at the water, and then we're gonna go a little inland. All right. All right, so you know, there's people here, and it's filled out pretty nicely, but it's not massively overcrowded like what you often see on Clearwater Beach or South Beach. Now, that's not to say it may look like that here in a couple of weeks once spring break starts. So this is somewhat peak season. January kind of starts peak season, but it's not peak season where it gets really crowded, and that's probably 1st of March. So all right, so I think that's good. I think I'll end the video right there. I'll let Bailey get out and walk. Okay, up, Bailey, up, right here, up. Yeah, so there's Bailey. Bailey's gonna sign off. No, stay. From Fort Lauderdale Beach. We might do a live video this evening from Lauderdale. Let's see. Now stay up there. Stay up there. Stay. So we might do a live video from Lauderdale by the Sea in a couple of hours, 2 to 3 hours. There's a follower I'm meeting there from Montreal, so we're gonna have dinner out there. So I'm gonna feature. It really gets beautiful there at nighttime they light up the trees, and so Lauderdale by the Sea is a pretty happening place in the evening too. So anyways, from Fort Lauderdale Beach, thank you. Hope you are having a great President's Day. Okay.